Welcome back to Can't Change That. Today we're trading in tech for trees, hustle for hammocks, and tapping into our healing power through nature and how we boost our mental health.
Today we're going to be talking about how we unplug to power up ourselves, and this could be as far as, taking a staycation, taking a vacation, or just unplugging.
How do you boost your mental health and reset?
I think this is hard because working a salary job and I guess it being an important job to me is something that I take really seriously. I mean, we work in mental health, addiction, and taking a phone call at 2 in the morning to talk to somebody who really needs help or finding services for, or a parent who's struggling with their child and just, being that ear, I think can be super draining.
It is
Emotionally,
100%.
um, sometimes even physically when I'm just going all the time.
Right.
So I think it's really hard for me to take time for myself and to power down and put my phone on silent and just focus on what's in front of me or just an evening that's quiet
Right.
because I feel guilty.
I feel sometimes when I don't have anything to do, I feel the most stress. So I like helping people with their problems, but I forget about myself, right? And so it's these things like I teach it, I preach it. I'm like mental health, make sure you're taking care of yourself. And then even so like an example is even when I was in the hospital, I'm supposed to be there for me.
Yeah.
That's what got me there. Right? That's what got me there was to reset. And I was busy trying to solve everyone else's problems in there.
In the hospital.
They thought I was undercover boss.
I could see that.
Promise. And so for me, I think the best way to reset, and I have to be taken away from technology. And so I have to be isolated to where it's like mountains, nature, beach, but where I don't really have phone reception. Because if there's phone reception, I'll like constantly be checking my emails.
Yeah.
And like the world turns without, I mean, everyone's replaceable, even me in my position. And so how do you like turn it off?
It's really hard, and I think that's something I've been working on in therapy, figuring out a healthy balance between my job, my marriage, my friends, my in-laws, and it's not even just that, like work itself. It's like every weekend it's a family event,
Right.
or we're going out of town for a cheer competition.
So
or
what do you use?
I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
I have
You talked about nature.
so
You said hikes.
hikes sometimes. I mean, if I have the time to do it,
Right.
but it's like even on the weekends, how do you just be like this last weekend was actually the first weekend that we had no prior arrangements.
That's fun.
And we just got to be home.
Yeah.
And it was so relaxing.
We had the baby pool
We had the baby pool out. We watched a movie out there.
Yeah.
It was
so fun.
It was just so relaxing. And there was no expectation that I had to do it.
Right. I think something about being like near water, so whether it's the ocean or lake, that's what does it for me. I can be present in the moment when I don't have the distraction. Hey Vanessa.
Hey Vanessa.
Hey. Let me tell you. Talk about a mental health, like relaxation.
A boost.
Time. Yes, I think it's a huge recharge. I think working a lot and dealing with just like everyday life. I get it when people say I don't have the money. Trust me, I'm not swimming in money.
Right.
I wish. But I also think live your life because you don't have the next day. You never know.
I agree.
And so book those trips, take the vacation, go visit the family. Just do it.
Right.
And what I really admire about you, Vanessa, is that you take solo trips. And you did this all on your own.
I did. My cousin actually joined me, though. My cousin and her wife joined me.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
Did we mention where you were at?
Huh?
Did we mention where you were at?
Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico. No, real though. How do you turn your mind off though once you get there? Like vacations seem to work for you. How do you turn your mind off from like reality, I guess.
Honestly, it's because when I am on vacation, I make it, whether I go by myself or go with people, I make it a thing to spend time by myself.
Right.
And with that, it could be emotional sometimes, but it's like take a breath and be like, look at what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't an everyday experience. This isn't even sometimes some people's life experience.
Right.
So when I am on vacations, it's hard, but I bring a book and honestly, I soak it in. I put my phone on D&D for the most part.
I think it's the biggest part for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I put my phone on D&D, and trust me, like I even like hit up work and I'm like, look, I'll deal with every issue when I come back.
Yeah. That's what I have to do.
And, but thankfully, I could do that with work, and not a lot of people are like that. And I'm not a parent, so I also could do that.
Yeah.
Do you notice the vibe there? Is it different? Because like you're sending pictures, so I'm getting them, and I'm just like, it makes me feel like I don't want to live.
I'm living through you.
I don't want to
like,
live in California
yeah,
anymore.
I'm like, wow,
it
that
seems like the
sounds
people, even the people there that like are in your back pictures, they seem like not tense,
Honestly,
relaxed.
I could say right now, people in Puerto Rico are extremely nice. I think because they live like every day. One of the waitresses or waiter, actually this morning,
Yeah.
we were all having breakfast and we were talking about the weather, because it was raining last night, like pretty bad, and all of yesterday we were in San Juan and it was raining a lot. But he goes and he says, no matter what, every day is a day. So I come in with good energy. I wake up and I was like, and it's another day. And he's like, this is a lot of tourists come here, obviously. It's the
Right.
PR,
Yeah.
it's beautiful. And he's like, and people come with the ugliest attitude. And he's like, take your juju away because you're not going to mess up my excitement, my life, my
Right.
day.
I'm jealous
And
of
so
that.
I think just with him, it's an everyday thing.
Yeah.
Tell people you love them. Like, as cheesy as that sounds, guys, like one of my mom's really good friends lost his cousin today, and it just shows again, like, tell people you fucking love them.
Right.
Yeah.
Send that message. Like, don't hold that grudge.
Right.
I think that's what this is teaching me too. It's why have that anger towards anyone?
Right.
Yeah.
I do like Puerto Rico. I've never been there, but I always like the islands, like anything that's an island. They always seem more chill, and I
Yeah.
don't. I want to pair.
Because they're on island time.
But I,
It's their culture,
but I
though.
also want. Yeah, it's like pairing, but like by the sea, they just a little bit more free.
But
That's
what's-
kind of a poet, right?
I think it's also different because here in California, we are very like fast-paced living. It's always on the go.
Yeah.
We're always doing
But
something.
that's what. Do you think nature brings that out in you? Like
Absolutely. Because
being
when
by
I went to
water?
Oregon, I felt like nobody was in a rush.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody was just like,
Even last night when I went to the clubs, every single person, even if you're shoulder to shoulder, and you don't experience this in California, but
Right.
every single person was like, oh, hey, shot, so nice.
yeah.
They're welcoming, like a
And-
good time. Everyone's
Yeah.
having a good
Oh,
time.
and the clubs here don't cost anything to come in. Just saying, like they don't have to cover charge.
I don't know who I have to talk to. Newsom, Trump. Just saying.
Yeah.
No
Oh.
cover charges, please. Next executive order.
No, they say, and I think that has a lot to do with mental health, is connecting with nature.
Yeah.
I know that I don't know if there's data on that. I've never really Googled it, but I did like today I
Oh,
found
yeah.
out that a patient, like even if they have like a window in their room and can see out, like so your views from your hotel, that increases their
Yes.
recovery faster.
Oh, yeah, at
Guys,
hospitals.
this
Yeah.
is even.
That's
this
why
is
they
even
put trees
helping
there.
me right now.
Right.
Because look at, like, every morning I've been hitting the gym too.
Nice.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
fitness is another way that people really try to work on themselves as far as their mental health. And I, for one,
Slowing down.
struggle with that so much. It's finding the routine to keep it going. I will start and do so well, and then I'll go on vacation and I come back and it just like it all everything I have done just kind of goes downhill.
Why?
I don't know. I can't keep the routine
From like
I mean,
work?
I think,
from
but
work.
you gotta understand with me too, though. Like, I've been in and out the gym for like 7 years, and I wasn't consistent for a long time until I got out of the nerve of going by myself. Now, like, I could only go to the gym honestly with like 2 people. Other than that, like, I don't want to work out with you unless you're those 2 people that I could actually gym with.
Yeah, well,
you like
I'm
to
going in there
actually
to get
work
shit
out.
done. So
Yeah.
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 No, I do that with running. The reason I run, I mean, obviously the benefits of getting skinny, but the ultimate reason is that's the only time my brain stops. So when I've gone too far, it's too late to turn back because I still have to run back. And
Yeah.
so that first 2 miles, I'm like, oh, keep running. I'm like, oh crap, I gotta run 3 miles back. And so, but my brain stops. All it's like focusing on is breathing, pacing. And so I use that as an outlet too. But Vanessa, you're real consistent, so I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm like, what? 105 weather. I'll see you back in October. Like, it's like once every. No, I always have an excuse when it's like, just get up. It takes 20 minutes of your day.
Yeah.
It is.
It looks good. I'm jealous. I want to go have fun.
I think another thing that helps me that I've been doing is before I go to sleep, I don't turn the TV on. I'll open a book. And it kind of just relaxes me where I'm not thinking about too much, and then I'm able to sleep better.
That's balancing your mental health, though. And I told Vanessa this before because I learned it from one of my therapists. But it's like your bedroom is only supposed to be for like sex and sleep, right?
Yep.
Once you're eating in there, your brain doesn't know when to turn off. And so if it pairs it with that, like, oh, we're going into bedtime routine, and maybe it's reading that book before. But if you're doing everything in your bedroom, it becomes a stress ball too. And so your brain doesn't know, oh, it's time to relax.
Oh, wow.
And for the longest time, I was like eating my hot Cheetos, I was burritos. No, it was, you know what I mean? I'm Netflixing and chilling. And when I chill, I don't like to sit on the couch. That's for guests. I like to lay in my bed and be a slob. But once I stopped doing that, now it's like I go in my room just to sleep. I watch TV like when I'm about to go to bed. It's like a routine, and then I just pass out super fast. So when I used to think that I was relaxing when I was drinking and like self-medicating with alcohol or whatever, I didn't until now realize that brought out extra things. But going on this sober venture, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, my mocktails do the same thing. I still get all loose and happy. I seen on the internet the other day that goes, it's called Bump. It's not cocaine, it's caffeine that you see it? Isn't that wild?
It's an inhalant.
Like there's a sobriety thing for everything.
But it's literally like, yeah.
It's weird.
It reminds me of those.
Oh no, this one, it comes in a jar and it's powder form.
Oh, the
And
boomsticks.
it's caffeine.
The boomstick is what I'm
No,
thinking.
no. Look at
Wait, there's a
it.
powder bump that's
Bump. Yeah, and
it's
it's
caffeine?
I think it's
Oh, probably, but you shouldn't be sniffing caffeine.
well, that's even
That's
for
it's
those
named
that were
Bump.
addicted,
Yeah.
they need that.
Right,
Like
right.
some people that have you ever seen those vape pens that are snorting fixation?
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Honestly.
one, I will say though, places like that where it's humid and like you're by the ocean with that sea salt and everything, your skin looks amazing over there.
Mm.
Okay, my hair.
Does
I
it feel?
haven't done anything,
Right.
and okay. But it's been thriving here, and it's okay. It doesn't look like that's thriving, but it is.
Right. No, my mom, when she went to the Philippines, like her skin, I thought she had Botox.
Oh, damn.
She didn't. But it like, I don't know. I was like, whatever it was there. And she's like, it was hot and humid. And I was like,
Oh,
it
speaking
must
of
do something.
Speaking of Botox, I don't know why, but this show came on last night, and it's called
I want Botox.
it's
Me
called
too.
like Botched Reset, and it's like,
Yes.
and they like go in and they like they've already had plastic surgery done, and they're like, okay, do you want to go back to how you used to look? And like they have to like really think about like what did I do to my body? Because some of these were really
Yeah.
botched. Yeah, remorse
they
about
take
what they
it-
did.
But they can never get back,
Well, this
right?
doctor helps them try to get back to where they were. Like one girl had cheek filler that made her look
Oh,
older.
These
and
ones
she thought
right
it was gonna
here.
make her look younger. And then like one girl had like 1,500 cc boobs, and
Oh my god.
yeah, and
Wow.
she's like, that's all people like want from me, and she's like, I want to get rid of them.
There was an acquaintance.
Yeah, if someone had 5,000 cc titties, okay.
That's like giving
Like,
yourself
let me-
back problems.
Yeah, and she had abs. She got abs too.
She regretted that?
She did. She's going back.
I was like, I don't know if I'd regret that.
You know what though? I'm not an abs girl. Like, I don't find it. Again, sorry, I don't want to offend anybody, but that's just not me. I'm not an abs girl.
That you
Yeah.
like want to be like soft and cuddly and like feminine, right?
I'm soft cuddly.
That's what I was telling Charlie because I was like, I don't like that look. I was like, don't you like when you cuddle with me? It's all soft and like cushiony. It's like a pillow.
Look at this is my therapy couch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you could get some real therapy done
I
there.
could see you reading a book right there in the corner looking out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, I think nowadays it's unplugging from your phone, social media,
Yeah.
and
I
being
think that's
present.
it. Yeah, like I mean, I took a lot of pictures, but not as. I think I enjoy the experience more, and I'm like,
Right.
well, I didn't take that many. I didn't record much of anything. No, because I literally had my phone in my bag, and I was just enjoying it.
Right.
Good. Yeah, and I think that's the way that it should be. I mean, everyone's like, "Oh, I should. Do you have pictures?" And most people will say, "Yeah, I have a ton or videos." And I'm like, "Well, were you just looking at it all behind a camera the whole time?"
Yes,
Like,
I was.
Yes.
You know?
No, you know, people. Oh my gosh, this is. I forgot to put this in as an ick, so we're gonna throw this. People who go out in town, by the way, and they record every second of their night.
I have family members that do that.
Like,
But I
like
think,
they?
but I kind of think it's a foreign thing.
Wait.
They're not foreign.
Oh, they're from there?
Yes.
Oh, okay, never mind.
From
I
here.
could understand
Like-
like people here bringing out cameras, obviously, because like it's the PR, and I guess
Yeah.
people who do live here get annoyed. I could see that, but when you live in Fresno, and you live in Fresno
And
your
you're
whole
at
life,
Wild Buffalo Wings. You don't need to come
You're
doing
at-
that.
if I know your whole day from morning, noon, and night, who you were with, what you were drinking, what music was playing, the outfits you and your friends had, like
And what time you got home? That's too much.
what time you got home, like I don't need to know that.
Yeah. The people that have just like story after story on their Snapchats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Which, you know what though, to each his own. Like if that makes you happy and that means you had a successful night,
I don't know if
kudos to
that.
you.
Do you think that that's like covering up, like you're trying to prove you're happy with a facade? I think when you're like documenting all the moments like that, look, I'm going out, look,
Well-
I'm doing this, because that would be something if I knew my ex was watching my stories or something.
Oh,
I
for sure.
want it to show that I'm having a good time. I'm gonna document everything. Look, I'm not crying over you, right? That's how I feel. But no, I would but that I'm like, but deep down, I go home and I'm just like,
Yeah, just
that's a cry. That was a
I
cry.
think that's why I like to go silent. I think
That's
You
a
just
good way.
block
the
'em.
more silent, the what?
you just block them. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like when you're done, you're done. You cut off.
Yeah, because it's no point. And it's like, to me, I strongly believe in juju vibes. And is someone, because I have some people muted on my Instagram to where it's like, I won't,
Right.
but I'm going to mute you until you choose to delete me. Or one day I just get tired. Like, I think because it's like, why prove anything to you? You don't even like me. I don't even like you.
Right.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Right.
Well, on social media too,
I think
you're only going to see the happy.
No,
No one's
know.
going on there
Yes.
crying their eyes out and
Right.
talking shit about people. Well, some people may, but
But you can't see that like being in your early 20s and that, and not now, I wouldn't do that, but like being when I was younger, like revenge was a good feeling. It
Oh, yeah.
felt like a good feeling, even though
The
they
early
weren't even
20s for sure.
watching it. Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
where I'm like, I could see young people doing that, but as you get older, and I can only speak for myself, I think that moments matter more than photos.
oh, for sure.
And me being present, like even Maverick, I get home and if I go on my phone, I feel bad because
Mm-hmm.
he's always like, all day you've been gone.
And
now
you don't
you're
want to play with me.
Now you're gonna be on Instagram scrolling for and he like throws a fit.
Aw.
But it makes me feel bad, and I actually thought about it this morning because I do post for like work and different social medias. How much time it takes out of my day.
Social media, for
Yeah.
sure.
Like you can easily get just sitting there.
And then you get, at the end of the week, you get how much time you actually spent on your phone.
I could be using that on the gym.
Yeah.
So for me to say I don't have time,
Yeah,
Bullshit.
that's true.
yeah, bullshit.
Bullshit. On the bright side, though, I haven't been wearing my glasses, and I only have my glasses on right now because I was driving an ATV, and I was like, "Girl, you're gonna be the one to crash."
So you're. Can you see without them?
Actually, okay. So check this out. Fun fact. Yes, actually, scratch that. I don't know if it's a fact, but in my head, it is. I started realizing I got more blind as I wore my glasses more.
Oh,
And since I've been here, I've only been wearing sunglasses,
Mhm.
and I could see everything perfectly fine. It's just today when I was on the ATV, I was like, "These cost a lot of money. If you crash, they may charge you. You don't need those problems."
Right.
So,
So it's not. It doesn't give you headaches not to wear them, like when you become dependent. Because that's I wear them on the computer, but I take them off. Like I don't wear. Like if you took yours off,
I can't see anything.
So you just
I can't see anything.
can you take them off?
The-
You're like a different person.
I know.
You kind of look Asian.
I get that a lot,
Do
actually.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I look like my brothers.
Oh.
No,
Oh my
they're
God,
like
my
Asian
cough.
and white.
Yeah. No,
so-
I get that all the time.
You're like
I used
Superman.
to, Joseph. It's okay.
Take yours off.
We already
Okay,
know what
I
she
can't
looks like.
because, yeah, a lot of my eyelashes are falling off.
Oh.
Because
We need the
That's
filter.
'cause you
you
do-
went ATV riding before.
no, because I was at the beach and then I went ATV driving, and that beach, guys, that's salt water.
I gotcha.
All those
They don't
all
match.
those lashes fell off.
They blew
They
with the
flew.
wind.
She left
She was like making wishes.
one more day. One more day.
And you and you.
She
Yeah,
left.
no,
She left
but,
a few
I mean,
pieces of
without
herself
them-
at the beach.
There, see, but that's not crazy.
It's not, no, I think it looks good. I think. Do you see like the new stuff where it's makeup free now? It seems to be the trend.
Yeah.
That
Well,
I'm-
that's why they made
that I'm
this show.
acing.
That's why they made that botch show.
Oh, really?
It's because
Like
the new
Pamela
trend is
Anderson?
like natural beauty and
So Miley
doing
Cyrus
plastic
did
surgery.
it, but why did she shave her eyebrows off with that?
I don't know.
She shaved her eyebrows.
She's going like she looks like Pamela Anderson. I think she shaved them on purpose. I was like, that's not natural. That's weird. That's not natural, girl.
You know who is though? Alicia fucking Keys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's the one that
Actually, learn to
started
respect
it.
her name.
Yeah.
Alicia Keys.
No, but she looks good without makeup too.
She's
So.
beautiful. She's
Yeah.
beautiful inside, outside, up, down, all the way around. Forever be my woman crush.
This girl is on fire. That used to be my niece's favorite song. The what?
That used to be your sister's favorite song?
My nieces.
Oh.
She would
let's turn
like
this
really
on,
hit
too.
those
Ooh,
notes just like me.
That is bright.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
I said, whoa.
That's so fun.
Whoa.
Anyway, let's
Now
get
you
back
can
to the
really see my
topic.
missing eyelashes.
No, so let's get back to our
topic.
topic. How do you boost your mental health? What do you do to de-escalate? And if there's any other ways that you can disconnect by unplugging.
I think it's even just taking the time and turning your phone off do not disturb. When you get home and it's past 6:30, do not disturb is on. Like that's what
You
I'm
have
working
it, but
towards.
you still answer me till
'Cause it-
11.
Because there's certain people that I allow to come through.
Oh,
When
you
it says
do?
do not
Because it
disturb.
says do not disturb.
Yeah,
and
but-
I'm like, send them. You know, it says it's
Yeah.
like send a ding to them to make them apply. Like
Yeah.
reply.
Notify anyways.
Yeah, well, there's only certain, like, you guys are in there, like my mom.
So you really
and-
use it though.
Yeah, but like that was the one thing my therapist was like, take care of your physical health, which was, find a primary care provider. Make sure that I do that, and then
Mhm.
also how I'm spending my time when I get home. Because what was happening is I'd come home, I'm still working, eat dinner, still working,
Right.
and then I'm getting ready to go to bed, and I'm already thinking about, okay, tomorrow what do I have to do?
It's a vicious cycle.
It's awful.
It's awful. I feel that way too. And that's why I like used to bring my computer. Well, I still bring it home, but like open it up when I'd be getting home at 8 o'clock,
Mhm.
and then I would stay up till 1. Um, I think it's a lot crazier today because I don't know how I lived back then with no phones and anything like that.
I
Like,
think about that.
like I lived it.
Yeah.
Like you had a pager, and we're like, oh, I need to find a payphone and call them back.
I mean, I guess I don't remember that because that wasn't my time.
Hey, did you
but...
beat? No, ours is like, did you beat me? Did you beat me? And yeah,
You just
and
aged yourself, Mary.
that's okay because it was simpler
because we have
times.
listeners that remember
There was
that.
no social media. Like I don't even know how. Like we were still on the computers that
Like,
had
when-
green.
When MySpace started, that's when shit started going down,
yeah.
though.
That's when I
Yes.
You got
all
your
the codes.
All the friends. Oh, we were freaking
was.
coding and
that's
didn't even
when
know
you
it.
were, yeah, your top 8, and then knowing like, hey, what the hell?
Why am I not in your top 8?
Why did you kick me off? What did I do?
Yeah,
I think that's when my pettiness started.
because of MySpace.
The top 8.
The top 8.
Yeah,
Oh, I was.
It all started from there.
If you
For the
didn't tell
dance
me
thing?
happy birthday, you're automatically off my top 8. Why are you on my top 8 without telling me happy birthday? Pathetic.
We're coders back then.
Yep.
Copy
Mhm.
paste.
Yeah.
How'd you get your page to do that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, if you gave me MySpace now, I wouldn't know how to do
Oh,
any
me
of that.
either. I don't even remember
Oh,
how I
no.
did that.
I'd have to AI it because I don't know how that happened. But yeah, back in the day, I didn't have directions. I like changed the tire on my
MapQuest?
car. MapQuest. That's how I get to LA.
MapQuest, yeah. You
You
had to
print
print
it.
them out.
That's what I'm saying. It was even
Print 'em
worse because you
out.
were like, we're gonna turn left, and then you're going through your CDs too. Like,
Oh, yeah.
no, that one.
And it's scratched, and you're like, oh,
Yes, the
fuck.
CDs.
Now you just talk to
No.
Siri and she talks to you. That's not bad.
Yeah.
No.
And even here though, again, like I'm not out every single night. The first night, I got my book, and or maybe because like traveling was exhausting, but I got my book, got myself a pizza, sat in my hotel room, put on a show, Love Island actually.
You got a pizza
And-
in Puerto Rico?
I did. There is a bar, and it's $2 Tito shots and $3 empanadas,
walked
and I've
in.
never had an empanada like I have here.
The what? Here, come in. We have another guest.
Oh, Alex came. Say hi.
Hey,
Hello.
Alex.
Why am I talking to a computer?
She's in
Yeah.
Puerto Rico.
Where's she at? Oh, is that her right there?
Yeah.
Is that really Puerto Rico? Or is that a green screen?
Look, it's really, it's really Puerto Rico. Hold on.
Got the room.
I can't. Yeah, because I have that poop smell. Is that what it is?
We have to cut this part off.
No, we
Yeah.
don't. Because it was. Have you seen the poop cruise? Since you use Vacations to unwind, Vanessa.
The what?
The Poop Cruise on
It's
Netflix.
Netflix. It's Trainwreck. Well, it's a
No.
it's a. Was it Royal Caribbean?
Royal Caribbean.
They had it, and the people got stuck, and shit hit the fan, literally.
Literally.
Like, because
The
everything was
whole
backed up. They were on
cruise ship
that. It
flooded
was supposed to be
and
a
shit.
4-day cruise, and it ended up being almost 10 days.
almost
I
10
think.
days.
It's really
I wonder if
bad.
those people got compensated.
They didn't because there
Well,
was
at the
Absolutely
at the
not.
end, it says that they
$500.
got $500 in sort of
For some shit?
For shit?
Yeah.
For
They
living
did it
in shit?
because
For
in
10
the
days?
clause-
That's it.
There was a lawyer that wanted to take on the cases once it got
so
out.
what
Because
if-
they were
what
trying
if
to-
I'm like, I had like 3 more turds than Joseph.
No, no, the boat, it was going like everyone was outside by this point because there's no toilets that work for like 4 more days. They're shitting in red bags
How did they decide that 500 was it?
because in the clause they didn't, that they would get nothing, that you're signing off that you could be in
Shit it up?
hazard environment. No,
You signed off for a hazard environment?
I didn't
On
do
a
it.
cruise?
No, but
Well,
that
maybe when
everybody
you're
does.
signing the paperwork
You
to
don't
go
look.
on the cruise, you don't
Are
look.
you guys like just like enamored with the idea
Yes,
of
you
it? That
do.
you're like,
Well, the
who
lawyer,
cares
the
about
lawyer
disclaimer?
was so surprised
Probably.
You guys
that it
are
was
making
in that
Alex
clause.
a lot of money
Yeah.
because you don't read
You know what
the
they
damn
gave him?
waivers.
They gave him their money back for the tickets. They gave him each $500, just being good sports.
Okay,
And then
So we're back up 500.
another
Okay.
and another ticket for another cruise.
No, that is
What time
just
is it there?
not okay. It is 7:46.
Look at me. I'm like, Nana, I'm like, it looks like we're getting tired. Because the background. It makes me feel like it's nighttime. I was like, oh, I'm tired. No, so we were talking about how do you reset for you also being since you walked in onto our podcast. How do you disconnect from reality when you're like going, is it vacations? Like, I know your job, so I can't imagine.
Were you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Vanessa.
I know
You're
what
talking
Vanessa
to me.
does. She goes to Puerto Rico.
Is this her unwinding though?
This is
This
her
is her
unwinding.
What time is it over there?
7:47.
Oh, you're all right. You're all right.
Oh no, Rob! I just got back to the room right now because I knew this was happening. Other than that, I'm gonna shower, get ready, and
Gonna go out.
go
No,
enjoy
but so
my night.
that's what I was saying for you for being a lawyer. How
There is no
what do
reset.
you don't there's
That's
no
the problem.
that's
It's
hard.
circular. You learn to live within the circle.
Ah. That's for you, Joseph.
Yeah, your mind's never on stop. You just learn to get comfortable with it, right?
Yeah, because you can never just say, "Hey, I'm gonna go relax," while
This-
so many people that are relying on you are at one short notice emergency away. Odds are it's gonna happen every other day.
Right.
You cannot
Yeah.
go and relax unless you get stranded somewhere.
Like on a poop cruise.
I would have embraced it, got my $500 back, got my
And
base
hopped onto
pay,
the
and
next
I would have been
cruise.
like,
They
"Bro,
opened
you want to
the-
come again? We can sell these other ones. We're still good there."
They opened the bar.
They did. That was
They did?
unlimited to try to get them happy, and then people started pissing and throwing their poop bags.
Off to the side.
The one threw it. You have to watch it. It's called Trainwreck. It's an hour long. The one threw it when he was drunk, and then on the second level, it flew back in and hit a person. I think it's balanced until it's like I know when I'm starting to get burnt out.
When was the last time you guys have, besides Oregon, when was the last time you Mary, had a vacation? Or like time like this, like Vanessa?
I'm not even kidding. When I was in the mental institution,
See, you were stranded somewhere.
Exactly.
You had to be there,
Against
so you're
my
like,
will.
"Woo, no emails."
And it was nice. There was no computers. Basic. We got to go out into the garden every once in a while and just like
Do some grounding.
people were like, yeah,
Off the
people were
stewardship.
people were like smelling the flowers. It was actually like if I had a phone there that I could take a picture of everyone. It was really neat.
You wouldn't have wanted
Honestly,
The
the
what?
photos.
to. You wouldn't have wanted to.
I didn't want to go. I'm like, my discharge date's when?
How do
I
I,
hate my
how do I
life.
stay a little bit longer?
What do I got to do? No, but
Yeah, the photos she took of herself and she got home and sent them to me. I was like, wow, why you're fucking glowing? Like, were you thriving?
It
It's that,
was-
that post
yeah, I didn't have,
hospitalization glow.
when I got my phone back,
Post trauma glow.
Post
Yeah.
trauma glow.
I got my phone back after like a month because I was leaving and I was coming back home. I was afraid to turn it on because I was just waiting for all the ding, ding, ding.
Mhm.
So I kept it off for a while because I didn't want to.
When did you realize you knew you were gonna come back to a dinging phone? Did you say, "You know what? I'm gonna take another day here"?
I did.
Oh.
No, I didn't take a day there. I got picked up. I was in Sacramento and they're like, oh, here's your phone back. And I was like,
I don't
Not
want
mine.
I don't even want it.
I don't have a
yeah.
phone. I was born in 1982.
Where's my
Where's my
pager?
pager? Yeah, so no, but I will say to keep balance, I do run. It's something I can fit into my day. I'm trying to increase it more. But that's kind of the only thing is exercising because then that's my hour to myself, right? And my brain stops worrying about everything because you're only worrying, again, we talked about it, but breathing. And so I use that. But if I go on a vacation, like I'm going to go to the Sierra Nevadas in September, I have to go to a place with no reception. Like I have to disconnect, like forcing me to disconnect so that I can enjoy. and it usually takes about a day to get rid of that anxiety. And then the anxiety kicks in as soon as I
You have access to your phone again.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
immediately.
So you're trying to ditch the phone.
Yeah, but it can't. No, I really
I
can't.
also think though, pets. Like I think having an animal like
That does
can
help.
also give you a lot of strength and take you out of some dark places, but also help you when you're like that's what they call it. What is it?
Service
Correct
dog.
me.
Like a comfort
Service
animal.
They'll say call it a therapy dog. Maverick's a service
therapy
dog.
dog.
And so his job is when I'm like in bed, he will like not let me relax. Like get up. Get up. So if I'm like on the weekend where I'm like, no, it's okay, I'm gonna chill, and he thinks I'm depressed, he'll jump on me in the bed, annoy me, like physically try to get me up, and I have to go take him for like, okay, let's go for a walk.
Mhm.
And so he's been trained to do that, to read that kind of stuff. But yeah, so he gets me out. And so for depression, that kind of dog would work, right? You want an active dog. So all these people with a little chihuahua is like, my therapy dog. Not your therapy dog, it's your support dog, maybe.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
a chihuahua is not going to get you up. You want the opposite, pretty much. Is like a chihuahua, if you're feeling lonely and stuff, you might want a cat, because that fills in that void of not having, being lonely. It's the affection that they'll follow. So after they get out, they'll continue with
Object, Your Honor.
PHP. They'll continue with IOP. Men typically, once you like say you were in the mental like for a reset and you come out, you're gonna get straight back to work.
Yeah.
There's bills to be paid. I'm still the man of the house. I still have to do all this stuff. And so you don't take care of yourselves. Right? You don't follow up with the aftercare that you really need to succeed and make sure that you don't relapse or you don't go back into a depression. And it's not spoken of. And that's kind of even when you're saying like, I don't. But like your body needs to rest at some point.
So I'm curious for Vanessa, like, how quick were you to turn your phone back off of airplane mode, back to service, because you're just so like accustomed to switching that back on. Like when you land, you're on
Um,
airplane mode, and like where you just kind of feel like anxiety to just turn that back on because you're wired that way.
yeah.
Did
So
you feel that?
I didn't turn mine on. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't turn mine on until I got to the hotel.
Okay,
Um,
good. I've been
yeah,
like,
and
let's
even
run.
Yeah.
and even then, I actually have my phone on D&D right now. I have certain people have my location, and that's it. Like I'm not responding to a lot of things. It's not that I'm ignoring on purpose.
Right.
Um,
You're just being
I-
present.
I think you're just
in the
decompressing.
moment.
I think you're having time for yourself.
yeah. Yeah, you could say that. I just also I know the stress I'm gonna be facing when I go back home.
See
it's
that
That
part.
dinging phone.
That
Yeah,
part.
that
How do
dinging
you
phone.
turn that? It's the phone that does it, right?
That's
So
why I say I don't turn it off. It's just circular. And I learned with
Mhm.
So what happens if it's like an addiction?
I take my files when I go camping.
Do you?
I'm thinking at the beach.
You just find Wi-Fi?
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
though, I
Or my
used to
brain
do
has
that
all the
too.
files.
Wow.
And I'm thinking of a strategy. It's still different. You're
See,
playing different chess games all
That's
around.
what I do. I'll get anxiety too. Like if I'm just even like watching Netflix with someone, I'm like, I could be actually multitasking. I almost like ADHD, right? Like I feel like I can multitask and do everything, and it's actually relaxing to me.
You almost feel like a movie is no
Yeah.
longer enough.
Huh?
A
So-
movie is no longer enough. You have to be doing something else.
I do.
Yeah, that's how I get.
100%. I have to have. I'm most relaxed when I know my work is getting completed, and unfortunately, that's where I had to create those boundaries. And I'm just creating them is because my job is never ending, right? And so, at what point do I have to say this is my boundary and I need to draw it? And so, I've tried to do it
But
on
you
the
s-
weekends, but I don't.
It's hard.
You see, and I have such a fear right now of going back and not having jobs, like not having a job.
So you
Like-
still have that in the back of your head, like how?
I
Yeah.
do you,
mean, like not existing again.
Like I get let go because
she was on
they
vacation.
realize they don't need me. Like
Oh,
I have that
that's
fear.
different.
Yeah.
There's some sort of punishment.
No, because she's saying she can't fend for herself from such a far away. Whatever she's placed there is already there, and now they have to judge it on their merit.
Yeah. I think
I've had that.
It's such a fear to where it's like, okay, I'm gonna go back, and then it's like, oh, sorry, we replaced you, or and actually we don't need you, or and I'm fucked and I'm screwed, and so
You
this is
suck,
what's
get out
going
of
through
here.
my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, you were doing everything wrong. Those are like the things that I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
no,
That's terrible.
so I remember you asked. So I did take a vacation in April, and we went to the Caribbean, and I remember. So we got. Let's see, where did we go? Went to San Diego was one of the stops until we flew to Florida. The entire time I was on the cruise, I didn't have any Wi-Fi because I wasn't gonna pay for it. My wife's like, no, because if you have it, you're gonna work. And I had the most anxiety the first 2 days because I could not check my phone.
He was texting me the whole time, like,
I was.
hey, and I was like, it's covered. Don't worry about it.
I was like, hey, what about this? What
I'm
about
done.
this? What
It's
about
covered.
this?
Don't worry
Yeah,
about
but
it.
now you
But
got that
you know
tie.
what? That's
You
so
will marry.
important.
Starbucks for life.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
I
that.
was
I'm
like,
glad we need to bring that up. What is it, Vanessa?
Oh, damn, that used to get you in trouble.
yeah. I've worked with Mary as her my like her being my boss, and I think I went on vacation one time when you were my boss, but I was freaking out, and Mary's like, "You're covered.
Yeah.
You're fine. Nothing's like your job's here when you come back. You're solid." And it is stress reliever when you finally trust someone that could do that for you. And so I do get where Joseph's coming from, where he's like freaking the fuck out, and then Mary's like,
I
You're
got you.
good.
You're good. Don't worry.
See,
I
and
got
I'm
you.
like the best. What I do, not when I'm in your situation. When I'm on vacation, I'm like, the world's ending. You know, like,
Well, I'm gonna be covering for you this time.
no, I know. And that's where I've never had that. Like, the last vacation I actually took was a Friday and made it a 3-day weekend. Like,
But hey guys,
And then
I
Sundays-
do gotta go because I have a bakery to go to.
all right, have
So
fun.
We need someone to follow you around with a GoPro.
Like an air tag.
Yeah, let's tap into Skylink and like let's put cameras on her with the street camera.
I thought you guys had that going already.
Yeah, I'm trying to set it up.
Have you seen little helicopters around you?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it.
That's us.
Drones.
that's what that
The
was.
Uber. ¿Cuánto peso?
All
Terrible.
right.
fun.
Well, have fun. Be safe.
But I'm gonna go be a fat ass now with my bun. That's bread.
Nice. You're making it?
No.
That's-
Bye.
Bye.
It's probably the hardest one because in the back, like my weekend's already. I have Friday. I work until sometimes 8:00.
Mhm.
Just because I'm like, oh, let me get this done, so I don't have to worry about the weekend. Then
And
I
then
get it
something
done,
comes up
and
on
then
the
I'm
weekend.
tired. I sleep in Saturday. Then I got to do something, so I'll go do something, and then Sunday, the Sunday blues kick in real fast, like as soon as I wake up, and I'm like, I have to do all this to prepare for my week. So really, I'm working 6 days.
Yeah.
And Sundays get the worst because I'm like, I'm not going to be calm unless my computer's open.
I
And
get
I'm
that.
like, you're accessible at all times.
Right. It's not just making it better.
No.
It's making you more accessible,
Right.
and the requests are higher because you have tools that can do it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Like, don't you have Wi-Fi? Like, isn't
Right?
it crazy? That's
Mhm.
what I was telling him. I was like, back in my day, we didn't have all that. You really had to call and like leave an answering machine message. Like, nobody knew where we were at. And it was really like disconnected from society because you only knew people that you knew.
Like, imagine trying to do our job now with what we had what you had back then.
You'd
You
be
c-
only working that 9 to 5.
Yeah,
Because those
that
are
would
when
be
you're
really
accessible.
difficult. Yeah,
Like when you're in the office, unless you're in the office 24/7. But now you're available 24/7.
Yeah.
And I'm not, like you said, I can't, when someone calls and they're like, I'm struggling, I need help. I can't be like,
call
me
back
back
at
at
9
8
a.m.
a.m.,
Yeah,
thank you.
like you can't just hang up.
if
on
it's
them.
an emergency, call 911. Like that's what we give them. That's
Yeah.
the best I can give them. But really, I don't. I pick up just because I'm that person, and I talk you down through. I de-escalate the situation.
Yeah.
I make sure everyone's okay. And I mean, I go to the point like, do you need me to come over?
Random strangers.
I'm like
I need
telling
help.
parents, you need to call the cops now. It's time. Like, so yeah, I don't know the answer to it anymore. I can say I can just learn how to be in that circle, right?
Yeah,
And,
I really
like,
liked that. You're just
But you have to do it
So how do
because
you?
you're in the business of humans.
Right, you can't
Both of you
mess
are.
up.
Well,
You
and
can't
so is
mess
Puerto
up.
Rico
It's the
over
their life you're playing with.
Right.
Yes.
So how can you enjoy your life if someone else has it worse than you or is going through it worse than you right now?
And it's a different, you have to find, I even say that, like, if your partner has to be really understanding, because like with those kind of things, I'm like, I don't lie. Like when I went out on dates, what do you do? Work. I work.
Yeah, I work for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not
Yeah.
kidding when I say that.
Yeah.
Like I work. What do you do for fun?
I work.
Work.
I put on Netflix and work. And or I, like you said, I go to the beach, but it's still in the back of my mind. I'm already planning like the hours and the days that
Yeah.
I have to make up for on Sunday. And it is unfortunate because everyone's like, know your boundaries. I know my boundaries and I know what makes me comfortable. It's when things get done. And this just unfortunately is a job that's never done.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, yeah. And so we have an LMFT, and then this is it. That's it. It's our
It's
group.
just us three. Like,
But
the
then I
LFT and us
also
two.
work on the ABA side, and so I do all the clinical training there. I train all the staff, safety care training, how to handle behaviors. And then I do this podcast, and then I'm also a crisis counselor for text line. So,
And you're on the hotline.
yeah, that's
Don't
it.
lie.
Yeah, so I'm on that too, and that I
The
usually.
other hotline. I'm
And
kidding.
that's pretty active between 12 and 4 a.m.
The hotline hours.
hotline?
Yeah, that's when people are alone. They're coming back from drinking and they need.
They're
some
like,
support.
hey.
It's a hotline call.
You're right. I'm like, hey. There was one time I actually took
You sound
trazodone.
young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like trying to like get your shit together because I was
Yeah.
on trazodone. I was like,
Half awake.
"Are you okay?"
They're like, are you okay?
Are you okay?
You
Wait,
okay?
wait, did I call you or did you call me?
I don't know. And that's the thing is, I don't think it ever ends. And you're always wanting to support people. But I mean, like always, it becomes a therapy session because I'm like, fuck, I don't know how to de-escalate. Like we get into it, I'm like, like Vanessa, even traveling gives me anxiety because I
Yeah.
have to plan it. So like this going in September for a week, I took a week off work. It's not the money, it hasn't, because I get paid. I just like, is it going to be handled the way I want to, or am I going to come back to a big mess? But I know my mess, right? I know where everything goes.
Yeah.
Control
and like,
chaos.
Yeah.
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 But then technically you could never leave.
No, but I'm 100% replaceable. I mean, I've fired enough people that I know it's replaceable. And that's where I'm like, why all this? Who invited you, sir? No,
The door was
because
open.
yeah, it just keeps on. But yeah, it's one of those things where I love my job. I love helping people. I love, making sure that you don't fall off that edge. I love that part. But at the same time, I know when I'm burnt out, like, and it'll usually be Saturdays where like, I don't want to socialize. My battery is dead. I want to stay quiet, eat snacks with my dog, and maybe that's why I love Maverick so much is he doesn't talk and he just understands me. And so, because I think it's hard anyways in the world. So you just learn to like not burn yourself out.
Yeah, I had a burnout where I got home. I didn't talk to my wife. I'd go in the office, continue to work, eat dinner, get back to work, go shower,
Well, you
get in
worked
bed,
on
and then
vacation.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I don't feel like I can take time off, even though that I know
So
that I
how do you
can.
enjoy yourself?
Can't, because I'm always like, okay, well, what's the next thing that I have to do? I have to call back that person, or I have to respond to that email, or I've got
Does
a
that bring you
meeting.
satisfaction though?
My job makes me feel like I have purpose. I love my job,
Right.
and I wouldn't trade my job for anything. But
So is that balancing mental health when you're like, this is what I love?
could it be?
Your whole life is your job?
I'm a lawyer. I want you to be a therapist now. Tell me.
Sure. No, I want to know. I mean, does you take breaks? You don't take any breaks?
I try to. I mean, like most of the time, now that I'm back in therapy, we're working on. I come home. It's on Do Not Disturb at 6:30. There's only a few people that will come through, like Mary and Vanessa and my mom and like certain people. Other than that, I won't get back to it till the next morning. And it's been very
I
like
have a
the first
nasty
couple
habit.
weeks, it was like I would just check my phone just to make sure, turn it off and check.
That's why I love the CEO is because he's like me at 5:30. I'm like, hey, found an issue,
Yeah,
right? But he's a morning texter.
he's a morning texter.
And then
yeah.
I have another one who's a late, and that's I'm like all hours. I was like, and that's where I can't fault them. It's like we're in leadership. I have to create my own boundaries.
Yeah.
Like if I don't want, right, it's still going to be there tomorrow. They're not going to push it, but I think I'm just like, ding. Oh,
Okay, I'll take care of
and
it.
I
Like,
know,
yeah.
Travis, because I'm constantly like, no, just real quick. It has
Oh,
to be handled real
Put me on
quick.
camera here.
So, oh, you're on cam? You didn't do your hair today?
Hey.
It looks good.
So much love here. Joseph, you just talked about a night shift, though. You just talked about, maybe for the night I can do not disturb. But what happens to like just getting away for 5-6 days?
It's hard.
I mean,
Like
same with you.
I will. The thing is,
I know for me, that's why I'm saying
like,
I can't
we're
even
looking for
pretend, I can't even
answers.
pretend to say that
anywhere.
I
Like
do that.
my work is just connected to this. As long as I have this, I'm working.
You don't think you need a break?
Oh, I for sure need a break, but I can't. That's my job.
Now you're burning out slowly, not so much for you right now,
Mhm.
but like you start burning out to where I'm not even giving you my best.
Yeah.
Right now I'm slacking on that. And that's where I have to like be like, no, Mary, you need to reset. And I do have those. Like I said, I'll take a Friday and make it a 3-day weekend. And I'm doing nothing. Like it's a stay home case. No, it's
Can you
not.
ever envision a whole month off without
No.
any work? Can you envision that in your life before
I mean,
you die?
obviously I can because
Maybe when I retire,
I've been
but
forced
like,
I've been forced to do it. I can, and it's a different world. It's like taking turns. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna watch that movie and actually watch it, right? And it's because I had to be forced to do it.
Yeah.
Like lunch was at lunch, and you had to get up and go, and outside's outside, and take your medication. It was someone talking for you. Like your only purpose when you go into like a hospital like that, when you go into hospital care, is it is escaping you from reality, and they know that. And it's really, what do you mean you're go take a nap if you're tired? Like there's no rules, there's no time. They don't put clocks in there. It's like
Yeah.
complete empty. Like there's things to do, but like it's all just
You're not based on society's time.
no.
anymore,
You want to wake up at midnight and wake up, cool,
because
right?
that's what your body wanted to do.
Yeah, so you're not based on anything, and so I know what that feeling is.
Sounds
'Cause-
like a great time.
Yeah, I like told my brother that's my brother. He's like, I feel like I want to go there, and I'm like, it's like so weird, right? But even in there, I found myself advocating for people, writing grievance
Mary
letters.
said they thought she was undercover boss.
They swore they thought I was undercover boss. I was like, you can't talk to him like that. He's an adult.
Why does she have a clipboard?
Yeah, and I'm like, you can't. I was like, no,
It's a weapon in
let's
here.
sit down. I'm gonna write you a grievance letter. This isn't right.
She was the jailhouse lawyer.
That's
I
right.
was like, no,
But she was actually the lawyer in
but
the
I
jail.
even, and that's where the doctor was like, I don't need you to worry about other people. They're being taken care of here. Like we're working on you right now.
Eat your
Like,
jello.
Yeah, eat your jello. And I'm like, it's a payphone.
You're like, but I have 5 consultations today.
Yeah. It's like that. Have you checked in on him, doctor? Right.
You just had some pictures of
but-
her right now. The
So
mental patient.
I can say that I have experienced that, and to me, it was a good time. It was not even like there was no expectations, and I think that too is when the pressure's off and there's no expectations. I don't know when that stops because
I think he's right. You learn to live with it, and you learn to figure it out how this is gonna work. I think having a marriage and trying to make that marriage consistently happy and like healthy is work. My job is work. Making sure we're seeing both of our families is work. I mean, having to balance all of that, it's time consuming one because every weekend something's planned.
just like said, I'm gonna stay home this weekend. Or do you always want to go with this because you don't want to let people down,
I don't want to let people down,
right?
and sometimes I don't get to see people that often. So it's
You
like
force yourself.
it's like
But you have to know when your social battery. Like when I get home after work and it's 8, if my son stops by, he knows I'm drained. I'm like, oh, I don't
You're
have
like,
any.
get out.
Well, no, you can stay and hang out, but don't expect me to entertain you. Like, right?
I'm going to bed.
His wife knows that too. I'm like, and luckily she's entertaining. I'm like, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just done talking.
Right.
Like that's really where I'm at. And
I don't need a dismount.
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
where. But I do. There's times where I'm like, I just need rest, and I have to. Yeah, I do that part. But as for like, I think I'm still in control because I still have access to my phone if needed. I try like to let it stay in, but that's the big thing is like you can,
I-
I'm
so-
like, you can call me.
Yeah, but I do think you've gotten better.
Of ignoring you guys?
No,
Oh.
of balancing like work and weekends. Because previously it was like you were working through the weekend.
Yeah.
Saturday morning you woke up, you were on the laptop sending emails, and I'm like, what is she
Yeah.
doing? And then Sunday at night you're sending me more emails. I'm like, what is happening? And then I was like, we had to have a conversation, and
Yeah.
and you're like, no, you're right. I really do need to work on that, and you've gotten better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's progress.
That is progress.
I don't get the emails till Monday morning, 5:30.
I write them on Sunday though.
She schedules them.
I
She schedules them.
You're a
that.
scheduler?
I scheduled the sends because
I loathe
because
your
I
people.
got no, I loathe those people too, but
No,
I
your people.
oh I got in trouble because I shouldn't be sending emails out at 1 a.m. on Friday. I was like, why?
Because
people
we're
make-
all trying to have a break.
Yeah, but mental health doesn't get a break. You know what you're doing.
You need the break.
I know. I do, but how do you get a break when you know like you said, when you know someone's depending on you? How can you fully relax when you know like that extra day might be too much?
Because you deserve a life too.
Right.
And
So
it's
do you.
1% of theirs, but it's still yours.
Right. It is. But in mental health, there's never, I always say
But
that
do you deserve a life?
there's never a day off. Do I deserve, this is my life?
You deserve a life where you don't have to think about someone else.
No. I think that's my thing is I'm a people pleaser and I get my satisfaction through
From
helping,
helping
others.
others. Yeah.
Right.
And I
So
don't.
that is your fuel.
That is my fuel, and it makes me happy to help people. And you know, I would be more distraught if I didn't answer the phone. And
You wouldn't even be able to have fun.
no, because it would be in the back of my head all the time.
What if it was that one phone call?
What if
Yeah.
especially in this like it's
Yeah.
crisis, right? You're calling for a reason, and then that upsets me too because most of the time they call and it's just like, hey, I'm like, no, you can't just hey me. Right? Because you don't know, but it might be that one call where they're just
They
like,
think they're the only one calling.
I
though.
can't hang on any longer. And you have to be the person to say, I need you to get to an emergency room. I have to talk you down and make you calm enough to do that. And you're the power. You know what I mean? You're their calmness. Is that a word? Their calmness? You're their calm. But yeah, you know,
I do think
When I
you
retire-
deserve space, though. I think you deserve time for yourself, and I hope
I do say
that your vacation gives you that.
Well, I think Travis is like starting to know me. He's like, oh, well, we're good. There's no reception, babe.
Hmm.
And I'm
He
like,
Right?
did that on purpose.
he knows exactly how to.
That's why
he
I love
does.
going to the mountains.
Like Big Sur and like all these things because I think nature is a cure.
Right.
And I
Mhm.
think when I'm next to even if I'm on my phone, like say I'm on my phone at the beach in my chair watching it, those are the times where I'm like, I will put down the phone and be like, oh, okay, like try to be present again. It kind of forces me. And then I come back. I don't know. I haven't gone on vacation over. I don't think I've ever really gone on vacation. So I'm nervous for the week trip. I'm excited.
You're
but-
going away for a week?
Sierra Nevadas in the mountains.
About that.
Think about that, you might get fired. You ever like they don't need you? Like that's always my thing. I'm
That's
like,
what she said.
That was like your job, yeah, where you don't need you. But I actually don't worry about that. I'm like, if they don't need me, then yeah, fair. But you hope that you're wanted when you come back, and you hope that your work's realized when you come back.
I think we work for people that
appreciate
us.
No, I think the most important with balancing like escape and making sure that you're not burnt out and that you're resetting, I think it is detaching from electronics.
Yeah.
And I try to think about back in the day when we didn't have them, like, what did I stress about? I stressed that my brother was on the line and I couldn't use it. I was pissed. Like we would fight over the phone line, like when we were little.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's my turn now. Right. And you got the long cord.
Or
and you
whoever
walk
you were
around the
talking to had
corner.
to call the number and be like, if my mom answers, hang up.
Yeah. If it's late.
But your mom already knew.
Yeah.
Joseph?
No, there wasn't much hiding things, and it was fun. I remember being little, and I look at my parents because we would go to this lake, and they're like my age now, and I'm like, they were just drinking, having fun. This is like they really caught up with like my relatives because there wasn't Facebook and anything to catch up with, right? Except for like photos maybe on a Christmas card, but they were present.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that we lack now, and we just have to figure out how to balance it. And I think daily life is a way to balance and kind of control burnt out, is because you're still taking those daily steps. Like I know when I don't eat and I'm like, oh, it's 8 o'clock by the time I get home, and I'm like, I haven't eaten all day. But when I'm working, I forget that part. So sometimes I have to put timers on.
Or I'll come in
True.
and be like,
No,
Mary,
usually you
have
come in and you're like, have you eaten? I'm like, no, are you hungry? I'm like, well, yeah, let's go eat. And that's
You
if I
check
don't
your
get
checklist?
prompted, if I don't get prompted by
Yeah, she
someone to
does.
come
She
eat, I
won't.
won't eat. I'll just stay at the computer or on the phone or doing whatever I do.
Maybe you're a robot.
AI.
Tricked you,
AI 2.0, huh?
right? And you guys thought you wouldn't like it.
They sent a real one.
They sent her one. I've been here since 1982. No,
I was playing
but
Nintendo.
I think it's staying in those daily routines, making sure that you do get sleep, because burnout, like if you're only getting 4 or 5 hours sleep, that's not enough.
No.
Like you will burn out before you know it, and
But then you have to force yourself.
you have to. But when
Like, put that in your schedule too.
you
sleep.
have to force yourself, because you don't want to end up where I went, where it's like
It
against
sounded like
my
a
will.
happy place, though.
Yeah, it started off with an ambulance ride to the hospital.
Maybe you could mimic that without the ambulance ride, like a place where there is no connection to society, where you're
Right.
allowed to do that and you don't
But
fear
I
your
think
job.
I think a lot of times, no, what my job.
Not you, just
Oh yeah,
one.
but I'll say our job's really good about balancing that time if you need it. I think it's always the fear of me.
I think it's us
me.
personally,
It's me
yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
It's never denied. Like, oh yeah, approved. And I'm like,
Yeah.
just that
Are you
easy?
sure you don't need me?
You don't. I'm like, why are you?
But I'm
gonna fire me?
important.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think yeah.
I think you're right. It's a balancing act. Home, work, social life,
What
your
works for
health.
you?
I think all of that has to have some sort of balance to, one, be successful in all of those,
Yeah.
and then two, to make sure that you're genuinely happy.
Right.
Joseph mentioned slightly, but there's also the relationship part. You have to then share your life, even when you can't even balance your own. Then you have to share it with someone.
It comes with guilt, but I feel like it comes with guilt, and I have that all the time. Like my friends invite me, I'm like, I can't, I'm working. Like I would love to like go last, and most of the time I show up last minute and just look like a hot mess, because I know there
Here
used
I
to
am.
be a time where I was like, no, I got to get ready, I got to do this. Now I'm just like trying just to show up,
Right.
and so, but yeah, I think it's a balancing act, and
I think those are the relationships, like Travis and Morgan, keep us accountable to create those boundaries and keep those boundaries.
Right.
well, he has a busy. You connect with someone that has that busy lifestyle. So Travis is a firefighter, and so he's constantly gone. You never know his schedule, and that works for my schedule.
Right.
So for us, it's really not so much the intimacy, but like communication is our relationship. Like if we're not talking to each other, but that's where I feel guilty, because we just talked about love languages. If your physical touch is your love language, and I'm just sitting next to you and I'm just like on my phone, because I'm like,
Yeah.
I will even like, hey, we should buy those UFC fights. Is that what the UFC?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm always encouraging. I'm like, on me, let's buy them, because I know he'll be into it and I'll be on my phone. No, and so I'm like, you're enjoying this, right? Like you're enjoying this quality time together.
Yeah.
And
Well, at least you're together.
yeah.
Yeah.
I work with my girlfriend. That's
See?
what makes things easier. Another blend.
Right.
So basically, we can work together and then not be together at work.
Do you talk
Yeah.
about work when you're not at work? Like if you guys go on a date?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
because it's still on my mind,
Right.
and I may bounce ideas off of her.
Right.
But yeah, no, yeah.
Do you ever
right.
turn it off?
No, I can't.
Like admitting it. No, I think that's why we connected, is because he's also part of the peer support group for Cal Fire, and that's my topic. I'm like, yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? You don't have to explain to me, and understanding that part of it for him, I think made it like even more like, I'm not, why didn't you call me? Like back in my 20s, I would have been like 4 days.
Yeah.
Right? I was on a fire saving.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. You didn't have enough water?
Right. Yeah. But that's what I'm like now. I'm like, you have to have trust. But then I'm like, that's where we kind of work. Like, it's always been this way. And so I like can relate to you. And then we have the hopes of like when we retire 10 years from now, that's why we'll like get to hang out more than we want to.
There you go.
This is
so
just
there's a finish line.
There's a finish line,
yeah.
and that's where now I'm like, and that's why I do try to do the running and stuff because like, well, if I don't start moving my body now because I'm just sitting down doing paperwork all the time, that's my fear is I won't be ready for my 50s. And so I keep trying to stretch, play golf, do all these like physical activities on top. Yeah, we're also in a golf league.
Yeah. Me and Mary.
Thursdays.
Really?
Yeah, our golf team is a Holy Shank Redemption.
Joseph and Mary.
Yeah.
No, but they
it's fun.
I like golf's the one place that takes my mind off of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, fuck this hole. Right? Like,
or you can go back to work, back to the hole.
Well, it teaches you life skills. It really
It's patience. It's
getting yourself out of a hole.
Yeah.
Getting yourself out of the sand. Like that's the same with life. It's like, fuck, I didn't mean to shoot this, but I have to play from it. And so that's
And then you have to be honest to yourself.
I fucking suck.
I don't think that.
Well, you kick a ball
See, you
over.
say that.
Couldn't find the ball, but it was around here.
Yeah.
You say that, but I'm like, we ain't professionals. Hit it again.
Yeah. And then you play with people like Crystal and Christine. I know they don't watch this podcast, but fuck. It took us 2 hours.
I cannot play with those
to
girls.
do 2 holes.
2 holes. They were looking for their ball everywhere. I was like, we left.
We ditched them.
Like,
I was like, Mary, go put
ahead.
that ball in, and we're dipping. We're going ahead of them.
Yeah, they were terrible.
They were awful. And then they gave us dirty looks in the parking lot.
Yeah. They
You literally ditched them.
We ditched them. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't.
They were awful. Like
I have a job I have to get back to.
They're like, it's 7:00.
I'm like, yeah, I know. They're like, how long does it take you? Oh, you travel from Lemoore. Like, how long's that drive? I was like, pretty much from like here to hole 1. He's like, oh. No, there was no sympathy.
They tried to make a joke with us in the beginning when they first met us, and they were like, "Oh, Mary and Joseph," and we're like, "Yeah," and they're like, "What names did they say?"
Suzanne and like Susan, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then I told Joseph, I was like, "Wow, they have the same name, right?" And then
I looked and I was like, "That's not who we're supposed to play or go against," and she's like, "Yeah, I saw that too." And then they like go back to their cart, and then you hear them kind of like laughing.
They're chuckling. These are the girls. Like, that's not really our name. We picked a name out of the Bible. That's what you picked, Susan? I was like, I didn't get that. She's like, Joseph, Mary, and Susan. We looked up Bible names. Although that's what you came up with.
That's what took 2 hours.
You didn't say my name's Jesus or like.
Let's go for the easy ones, right? So low hanging fruit.
Yeah, it was these kind of gals.
And we just heard just like, haha, like, what the fuck did we?
Oh my god, they were terrible. But no, so
we do that to relax.
But you have to get in that mood too. Things stress you out. So I always compare it to golf. Like golf, that is out of my control. What's in my control? I can leave. I was all so I said when they hit the ball, this is gonna be rude, but I don't care. We're gonna just play from our ball and play again because it's gonna take them an hour to find theirs. And so we played, and then I think they were like 4 holes behind us by that point. We were starting the league too because it goes by tee times. We're the first. I was like, those people have to be pissed off. I don't want them to.
This is like a league game.
It's a league, yes.
So at 5:00 we had the first tee time, and that's what I was like. I don't want them to pair me with Christina, like at all, because I was like, they're gonna think that
Seriously.
this is our first time playing. They're gonna think that we are holding them up. I can play fast and good, so
yeah, it was awful.
Yeah, no, but that. I don't know how we got on golf, but it is like life, right?
It's the thing that takes you away from work.
It takes us
and
away
it
from
literally
work.
did right now.
Yeah, because I get frustrated. I'm like, this is out of my control. No, I think work can be part of your mental health if you get satisfaction from that.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes it doesn't burn you out because you live off that excitement. So I don't know, but it is maybe it's just all this balancing act of what satisfies you. And it's between, like I said, work's always been there for me, right? When like if I'm heartbroken, if I'm whatever, like I always have
just put the extra energy into work.
Yeah, and I'm like, work got me through my divorce. Work, it did a lot of good for me too because I had to show up. Like the world doesn't stop just because my heart's broken or, any of those things. I have to show up. And yeah, so for me, it's not like I love it. I actually like work. So what do
Or
you
I
do
think
for
maybe it's like
fun?
less than 1% like are fulfilled by their job. I think it was.
Are you fulfilled?
Oh, definitely.
Well, maybe the fulfillment though comes with the sacrifice of being the job.
I think so. Yeah.
But it's gonna let other relationships down. Like you
I
work all the time. I know.
Or you can make them part of your work.
And
Like if
I
you own a
think
restaurant with someone.
yeah, but
that'd
like
be cool.
finding
Right.
finding the person that's gonna understand that. Like my wife's has worked in mental health. So she gets it. She gets
That's what I'm saying. You
early
have to have
morning
someone that
calls
understands. Like with
yeah.
your girlfriend, she sees your work. She understands that there's no like pause button
Yeah.
for the most part, because then you're pausing on humans, and they don't like that. And so,
yeah. Well,
that's what I do for my mental health. Still figuring it out now.
still,
I
yeah.
always
I
think
think we
that I
all
have
are.
the shit together, and Alex comes in. I'm like,
And that's
Note
why
to
we're
self.
still in therapy.
So I'm seeing my therapist at 6:30. But there's got to be some kind of burnout because
Because your body will feel it more than
the
before
body
you
keeps
eat.
score.
Yeah, before you can even think about like, oh,
Right.
that's what it was.
Right. So, well, hope you guys feel smarter. We'll see you next time.